Well, hello, friends. So got a dream last night. It's a similar story as some other dreams that I've had, especially this year, and it's making me wonder. Are we getting a little closer to this? And I think the answer is yes. Another 9/11 type of an attack on a city. I was there in the dream. I felt like it was New York City. More buildings were damaged than the previous time of 9/11 2001, and maybe more fell over. Like, just more damage than last time would be the best way to just say it. And again, maybe more buildings fell over this time. The bottom line is destruction was happening, and I say we escaped. I don't know who was with me, but I only felt like it was me and a couple other people, maybe my wife and somebody else. I don't know. We escaped on a little small John boat, like through canals and stuff, which I thought was strange. And I remember in the dream seeing kind of like a Google Earth view at one point, because I had recognized in the dream, well, I borrowed somebody's John boat, and it's a John boat, like you could rent these things, and my friend was the person that owned the company that rents them or something, and I'm like, oh, that's one of his boats, we're going to take that. It's an emergency. We're taking the effing boat to get out of here. And it was after the event happened. So, the attack or whatever it was happened. And then we're like, we got to get out of here. So we got on this boat. And then after I kind of got clear of the area, I felt, okay, we're good now. I was like, well, I got to call so-and-so to tell them where their boat is. Because I've got their boat, so they can bring a trailer to pick up the boat. Or I'll get the trailer and come back and pick up the boat. And I'm like thinking, well, where exactly am I, to tell them. So I just remember instantly kind of looking down at like a Google Earth kind of map. Although this wasn't the satellite type of view, it was like the normal Google Maps type of view where it's just colors, like whatever they call that. It wasn't satellite imagery, but nonetheless, it's a map. You can see it. And I felt like there was, which reminds me, I should probably look it up right now. Oops, not Mappa, maps.google. Just like, what's the word, like a marshy area where, like there's little spots of stuff growing, or like tiny little pieces of land, and like you could just interweave throughout, like a marshy type of an area, but not just wide open. Like, and I just remember seeing that. So I just wanted to quickly look, and I'll tell you, there's a kind of a funny part of this that, I mean, if this happens, ain't nothing funny about this, but it was kind of a funny thing in the dream. Like, oh, we'll still show you something kind of funny. Oh, okay. And that was JC's in the dream. Just bear with me on this, but I'm looking. Okay, there's Manhattan. And we could kind of, I shall share the screen real quick. So it was like this kind of a view down. And again, it's like real marshy. So you see all this stuff like this. You zoom in some more. Like this, like, that's kind of what I was seeing as where, like, I made it to. So maybe this area, this is more of that. And I don't know if there's anything up here. Well, no. These little tiny islands or whatever, Salt Rock. Although, are we out of, yeah, we're in Connecticut now. So, again, I felt like I was New York. So this kind of makes sense to me, I think. As far as like how much of it was there, a lot of this type of stuff, and that's just remember. Okay, that's where the trailer, like that's where this boat is. I'll go ahead and I can tell them where it's at now. I can go get the trailer or whatever. So I'm going, like, fast forward. All of a sudden, I'm going to go get the boat, get with the trailer, and I got to make my way down the roads to this area where I left the boat for my friend to, that owns it, so I can go get it to him. And I'm coming up on like this hilly area. Again, like these dreams are not funny because I've had numerous ones about this New York flooding event, bombing event, like, oh my gosh. And I just had another one last night. So this is it. So, it's not funny, but again, it's like, it's still a little funny piece in here, but after I was driving, I go, oh, I think I know why they were showing me that. So, well, I say driving, I mean like today I was just going to get lunch. So I'm coming to this hilly area, and there's JC, Jean-Claude, Beyond Mystic. He is a buffalo. And he's like not fighting with another buffalo, but kind of like jousting with it. You know, like they'll do to get the female or whatever, you know. But there was no female. It was just like these two bulls, you know, buffaloes. They were buffaloes. Were kind of like jousting, you know. And I think JC got the better half of the other guy, if you want to know the truth, okay? The other buffalo. But it wasn't like a full-on fight. It was just, you know, just two male buffaloes jousting, if you will. And I know that's JC. He's that one buffalo. I don't know who this other dude is, but that's JC. So I pass on by and go to get the trailer, you know, when I wake up. So I'm like, what the? I get the rest of the dream was obvious. No interpretation needed. I'm pretty sure I was in New York City again with these similar dreams. And I'm pretty sure, not even pretty sure, I just watched a bombing or attack or something happened in New York City that would be like a 9/11 type of an event. But I took notes as I woke up and go, this was worse damage, at least, than 9/11, the original 9/11 2001 Twin Towers. This was more damage to more buildings, and again, maybe more of them toppled or were crushed or whatever happened in the dream. It was worse than the previous one. How much worse? I don't know, but it was definitely worse. And I just distinctly remembering, like, I need to remember that. Pay attention. This was worse. And I remember being surrounded by like a building in front of me, a building to the left of me, a building to the right of me. I don't know if there was something behind me. And I just got the feeling like these things could collapse at any moment, fall over, collapse, something. Like, you better get out of here. And it was dark. It was very dark. I'm like, so I got out of there, found the John boat. Okay, let's go. And, you know, I told you the rest. So I thought to myself, how sure am I that this is New York? And I go, yeah, I didn't see any recognizable buildings. I just got the feeling like additional information, this is New York. In those other dreams, like the subway rushing thing, I told you about the water rushing in, complete devastation of the city, like it was unbelievable, that long ago dream I had. I was like, this has to be New York. I know this is New York. This one, I'm going, well, I didn't see a subway and like, you know, marshlands. Let me go look at a map. Well, there's some marshlands over there. Okay. So, Buffalo is a city in New York. Buffalo is a city, a very well-known city in New York. As a matter of fact, Buffalo, New York. And as soon as you type it into Google Earth or Maps, Google Maps, it immediately starts spelling it for you. Buffalo, New York. And my next test was going to be, well, how many other cities in this country is there a Buffalo? And I'm going to do that in a second. But there's Buffalo, Theodore Roosevelt inaugural national historic sites right there by the river. That's the Niagara River, it looks like. So that's way up there, isn't it? Interesting. Interesting that it's up there, I guess I should say. But New York is New York, right? But I think they were just telling me, which, I mean, think about it. I mean, could Buffalo get attacked? Sure, any city could get attacked. But again, the financial center of the world, so to speak, New York City. Yeah, that's what I'd be betting on. So, Buffalo, city of New York. Joe, this is New York. Okay, got it. How many cities are named Buffalo? It says in the United States there are 17 towns and 1 city named Buffalo. When the lights, oh snap, journey, prophetic journey. When the lights go down in the city. How prophetic. Lights are going to go out, all right. I'm telling you, I've had too many dreams about this. And they're not all the same, like, oh, it's a repetitive dream, repetitive dream. It's not that. It's same information, new dream. Hey, knock, knock, McFly. Another dream, same information, just different. Okay. Same conclusion, same thing. So the fact that I'm having another one so soon, because I had one not too long ago either, I'm going, okay, people, you might be ready. Get ready. Because the fact that I've had it this many times, there's no way in my mind that I'm going to say, oh, that was a miss. My spirit guides at night gave me this information 4 or 5 times, and they missed it. It was total miss. Chalk that one off as a missed dream. I don't think so. I think they're telling us it's coming soon. So, here I am again. Time to do a video. Be prepared.